Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another LSPDF tutorial. So guys, today we're gonna go ahead and install XScanner. This is a plugin that's gonna help you out with a little bit more radio chatter in your game. Just when you're just chilling, you can go ahead and listen out to some other radio chatter going on. It makes the game a little bit more realistic as far as I'm concerned. And I have to say, I'm actually installing this for the first time, so I'm gonna go ahead and give it some time before I maybe decide or maybe whether I want this in my game forever or I'm gonna go ahead and delete it at some point. But I'm just gonna go ahead and show you how you can go ahead and go about installing this and go ahead and try it out for maybe like 30 minutes game time or something like that and see if this works for you. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you how you can delete the files as well after you have installed this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install another plugin, and this one is gonna be Realism as well. So for this one, it's gonna go ahead and change some tones in your game, especially for if you are talking to dispatch. There's gonna be some tones that you're gonna be hearing. I think these ones are gonna make the game a little bit more lifelike and a little bit more realistic. I love to make my game a little bit more realistic, so I'm gonna go ahead and install these two, and of course I'm gonna show you how you can delete these files if you don't want them in your game. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the XScanner right here. You're just gonna go ahead and go to download this file right here. So I would like to assume that you do not have these files in your game, so go ahead and download this file right here that has that's this one that says full. All right, so this will be the whole thing. I think this one is just for an update type of thing. If you're updating XScanner, you're gonna go ahead and put this file in there, but we are installing this for the first time, so you're gonna go ahead and download this full version one right here. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to Realism right here. You're just gonna go ahead and download this file. All right, so for this one, you don't really have to choose anything. I already have it, so I'm not gonna go ahead and download this again. And now we have this. Let me go ahead and jump onto my desktop right here. As you can see, I do have these two files right here, so we're gonna go ahead and install these two files just about now. I'm gonna try and do this as quickly as possible, try to make this tutorial as short as possible as well. All right, so what you're gonna need for this one is your GTA 5 main directory, and of course, if this is your first time not really knowing how you can get to your GTA 5 main directory, if you are using Steam like I am, I'm gonna go ahead and open up my Steam, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to my library, go to GTA 5 like so. I'm going to go ahead and right click and go to properties, and then I'm going to go ahead and go to local files and just browse local files. As you can see, our GTA 5 main directory just popped up right here. This is where we installed our LSPDFR. All right, so now that you have this installed right here, we're going to go ahead and open up the Realism file right here. All right, we're going to go ahead and install this first. I'm gonna go ahead and go about unzipping my files. You already know that I like to unzip my files before I can put them in my game. All right, so let's go ahead and open up Realism right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and open up our GTA 5 folder. We're gonna go ahead and let me just go ahead and open this up here real quick and see what the hell is going on. Seems like this one is gonna be we're gonna be replacing some audio files right here, so I guess this will be the audio files that we're gonna be replacing. All right, so let me go ahead and go to my GTA 5 main directory right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to LSPDFR. Gonna go to audio scanner, and then it says resident right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and go to resident right here. All right, I guess these are the files that we are replacing. All right, so since this is my first time and this is like the vanilla files that I do have right now, the original files, just in case I need to replace these files back, I'm gonna go ahead and create a backup folder for this. All right, so let me go ahead and go to my Explorer right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and go to desktop. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and create a new file. All right, or a new folder I should say. Let me go ahead and name this one Raz Backup. All right, I know what it is, so you can go ahead and name yours whatever you want. All right, so with that said, let me go ahead and close this. All right, if I move my GTA 5 main directory to the side, you can see I do have this raz backup file right here. I'm gonna go ahead and open that up. All right, I'm gonna try and save my original files, so let me go ahead and right click on this, go copy, and then I'm gonna go ahead and paste these files right here. All right, so these will be my backup files just in case I need to replace it back to original. All right, let me go ahead and close this. As you can see, if I open this file now, I do have these files in here. All right, so I would advise you to do the same. All right, which one did I just close? This one is GTA 5 main directory. All right, we're on the right spot. All right, so now you are on this pathway right here on your the file that we just downloaded. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and highlight all of these files, and I'm just gonna go ahead and drag and drop them right here. I'm gonna go ahead and replace these files right here. As you can see, we did not replace this one right here. This file is over here. All right, let me go ahead and go back. As you can see, no his optional. You can go ahead and decide whether you want to replace this or not. I'm gonna go ahead and replace it. We're gonna go ahead and go back to LSPDF file, audio scanner resident right here. I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop this file right here if you want. All right, that's only if you want. Let me go ahead and replace it. Anyways, doesn't matter. I can go back and replace these files right here. All right, so now we are done with that. We are still on this page. Let's go ahead and go back to our GTA 5 main directory right there. All right, now let's open up the XScanner file. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and unzip my files. Come on, faster. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on the side right here. On my left hand side, I have my GTA 5 main directory, and then on my right hand side, I have my XScanner file right here. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and get made with all of these files. I already have read some of this, so I think I know what I'm doing. So let me go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and highlight the API file right here. We're gonna drag and drop this file on your GTA 5 main directory. As you can see, mine is right there. And now we're gonna go ahead and open up our GTA 5 file. We're gonna go ahead and open this up right here. As you can see, we have all of these files in here. So what you're gonna do with these files, highlight them, all of them like that, drag and drop them on your GTA 5 main directory. As you can see, we do have the 3 files right here, and the other one went inside our plugins folder. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and go back into our plugins folder. Plugins, we're gonna go ahead and go to LSPDF file. As you can see, we do have the XScanner file in here. Let me go ahead and close this. All right, so now we are left with this right here. All right, so let's go ahead and open up our XScanner file. This is where our configuration file is, just in case you want to change some things in there. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. We're gonna go ahead and go to config. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and see our XScanner configuration file right here. Gonna go ahead and open this up right here. All right, so right here, this is where you can make some changes if you want to. All right, you can go ahead and read the whole thing and see what works for you and what doesn't. And since this is my first time right here, before I was using the one that's called More Radio Charter, so I'm trying this out right now. So let's say I don't really like what I find in here, like when I go into the game, I don't like the sounds or anything like that. I'm gonna go ahead and delete all of these things and replace it with the one I was using before. It was actually nice though. I'm just trying new things. Anyways, as you can see here, for the volume, you can actually manipulate some things here. As you can see, multiplier 1.5 will make it play 50% louder, and 2.0 will make it play 100%. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and try mine. Let me try mine at 1.5. I want it to play 50% louder. This is right here. You don't want this to be too loud in your game because it could get a little bit annoying. All right, you don't want this too loud. And then over here it says minimum and maximum seconds between background chatter. All right, so this means between these times right here, how much time you can wait until you hear radio chatter on your radio and stuff like that. For me, I like to hear this more often, so I'm gonna go ahead and change mine. I don't know what 5 seconds. I don't think 5 seconds is too bad, but 60 seconds, sometimes you can wait a minute before you can hear anything on the radio. So I'm gonna go ahead and change mine to like maybe 20, between 5 and 20 seconds. I don't know, you know what, let me go ahead and change it to 15. Let's see how often I can actually hear some radio chatter. So you can go ahead and play around with this as much as you want and see what's comfortable with you, depending on your taste and stuff like that. All right, so for me, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like this for now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and save this right here. All right, so now we are done with pretty much everything. I'm gonna go back to my GTA 5 main directory. All right, but now let's say you don't want this in your game. Now you want to delete all of these files that we just installed in your game. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this as quickly as possible. So let me move my GTA 5 main directory over here on my left hand side, on my right hand side right here. I'm gonna go back to okay, let's say now you wanna replace the radio Realism. That's the one that we need to replace a lot of files in, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and go to LSPDF file. But before I go into LSPDF file, the one thing that I would recommend you to do, let's say you are done with this and you deleted all of the files, before you delete anything, go ahead and go back and download the files that you installed so that you can see exactly what you need to download, what you need to delete. All right, so if I go ahead and open, you know what, let me go ahead and put this one over here. Let's go ahead and open up this file right here. So we're gonna go ahead and go to Radio Realism Alpha GTA 5, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to LSPDF file, audio scanner resident right here, right? So now you know these are the files that you need to do, that you need to replace. But you already have the backup, right? So all you need to do is open up your backup file. All right, moving things around here, go ahead and open up my backup file. It's gonna be res backup, because I know what it is for me, so I don't know what you saved yours as. So what you're gonna need to do here is go back to LSPDF farm, audio scanner, open up your res file, and now you can go ahead and highlight the files on your backup and just drag and drop them in here. That's going to replace them to the original files that you just installed. All right, this is how you can remove this stuff out of your game. All right, now let's go ahead and try to delete the XScanner files. Go ahead and open this up right here. The APA file is right here. Let me go back to my GTA 5. All right, main directory right here. So the APA file, as you can see, is one of the things that you need to delete in your game for the XScanner. Is it for the XScanner? Yep, for the XScanner, right? So you're gonna go ahead and come to your GTA 5 main directory, highlight the APA file like that, press delete, and that's gonna be gone. And now you can go back to your download and open up your GTA 5 like that. And now we're gonna go ahead and look for these 3 files right here, because we know these 3 files are right here on our GTA 5 main directory. So I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight these files here real quick. So the first one is gonna be ikp mp3.dll file, right? So it's gonna be this file right here. And then the next one is gonna be irrk clang right here. All right, so this next one is right here, and the third one is right here. So once you highlight these files like this, just go ahead and press delete. And now we're gonna go ahead and go into our plugins folder, LSPDF file, and we're gonna be looking for these 3 files once we are in there. All right, so let me go ahead and go back to plugins, LSPDF file. Now we are looking for these 3 files right here. The XScanner file is right here, and now we're gonna look for the other 2. All right, they should be at the bottom of your list. As you can see, we do have this file and this file right here. Highlight these files like this, press delete, and then close out of everything else, and now those files will be deleted out of your game, just in case maybe you experience some crashes or anything like that. All right, so let me go back to my GTA 5 main directory now, and I'm gonna go ahead and refresh everything, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close this. All right, now it's time to delete some of these files right here, because I am done with this for now. All right, in case I need to replace everything, I have my backup file right here, just in case I need to replace those ones to the original. And now let's go ahead and jump into the game here real quick and see how all of these things are working out together. Alrighty guys, now we are in the game. We're gonna go ahead and listen up to some things right now.
I just saw the car of your dreams over by the Centennial Theater. One of those Bugatti things, the Veyron.
No kidding. What color?
I can't really tell. Different color from every angle, man. Real fancy.
I'm gonna get over there and check it out.
Alrighty guys, those are some of the radio chatter that you're gonna be hearing in your game once you install some of these mods that I just showed you how to install. And now we're gonna go ahead and test out our radio realism here real quick. All right, so now let me go ahead and tell Dispatch that I'm ready to take some calls. For this one, you're gonna need to pay attention to the sounds that you're gonna be hearing. It's not too much, but once you get immersed into the game a little bit more, play your game a little bit more, you're gonna start to hear a whole lot of a difference in your game. All right, Dispatch, show me 10-8.
10-4.
Right now, it's not really popping out the correct sounds as much as I would like to showcase, but I don't have the time to actually stay here and pretty much do the whole thing. But you can go ahead and try this out for yourself and see if it works for you. As for the radio chatter, I'm actually liking the radio chatter already, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep the radio chatter. I might change the tones back to the original, but for the radio chatter, I feel like it's right there. It's like it doesn't seem like it's boring or anything like that. It seems like there's some interesting stuff that you could be listening into while you're just patrolling. So if you want to go ahead and change your game up a little bit and just put a little bit of realism into your game, you can go ahead and install this. But if you don't want to, of course you don't have to. I'm just gonna go ahead. I was just showing you how you can go about installing these things into your game. All right, so anyways guys, I'm gonna go ahead and conclude this episode right here. If this video helped you out in any shape or form to install these things into your game, please make sure you leave me a like on the video, and please do subscribe to the channel as well. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, so I really truly appreciate it if you can find it within you to say, you know what, I think this fool has earned my subscription. All right, and subscribe to the channel for your boy. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.